Oh yeah, welcome back to Captain Coleslaw, outdoors with yours truly. And it is December 11th. It's actually the day after the Pennsylvania firearms season just ended for whitetail deer. And I'm actually doing a little project right now. I'm boiling some deer skulls from some of my family members who harvested bucks out on the farm in order to create a European mount for them to celebrate their harvest during this rifle season. 3 of my family members shot really nice 8 points, and they were all 8 points that we had on camera earlier this year when we were doing the scouting around the farm area. So it's pretty cool. It's not just that these are 3 8 points I wanted to preserve for my family members, but these are also bucks that we started to develop a little bit of a routine and a history with through those trail cameras, and we were able to make harvests on them as a family, which is awesome. So the European mount deal is something that I just started doing this year. But considering that every whitetail deer we harvest is a trophy, and I'm not big on wasting anything from a harvest, whether it be meat or, the garnish, if you will, like the antlers or fans or feathers if they were birds. This is a good way to preserve not just a piece of this whitetail, but the stories and memories that these hunts created in their successful harvesting. So this episode of Captain Coleslaw Outdoors, I want to take you into another sector of the memories and history that deer hunting has had in my life. So deer hunting is kind of the first love for me when it comes to hunting. Hunting up at the camp with my dad and uncles up in the Allegheny National Forest about 2 hours north of me is where I learned my first set of skills when it comes to woodsmanship, animal biology, and the ecology that species have with one another, including deer. But that has also led to the manifestation of all the other species that I wanted to, learn and chase through hunting, fishing, and even foraging practices. Whether it be deer hunting, turkey hunting, bass fishing, or whatever, the camp is the first place that all those traditions started. And it's a place where for many others, including brothers, uncles, my dad, it's a place where memories were created not just through successful harvests, but also through laughs, fellowship, and woodsmanship, all being shared simultaneously amongst the group. So in order to kind of tribute that experience set from my childhood 20 years ago, I want to take you guys on a hunt up at the camp in the Allegheny National Forest on the opening day of firearms season this year. Now, I already shot my buck in archery, you know that, and I Euro mounted it just like I'm doing with these deer, and I'll show you that mount on the next episode here. But I want to show you with the doe tag in hand the hunt that I had go down up in public land national forest property where whitetails are plentiful but are harder to get a hold of, not just because of how rugged the conditions are, but because of the challenges you face with other hunters in a public land setting. So the next couple videos are actually going to be rifle hunting and very nostalgic experiences. The first episode is kind of how I learned to rifle hunt growing up, but the following episode is going to show how these deer got harvested and the traditions that led to that practice. Should be a fun couple episodes to bring you. I'm excited to show you guys what Pennsylvania gun season is all about, and might even show you a harvest or two if we're lucky. So enjoy these episodes, starting with this one here, as we head to the Allegheny National Forest to see what a public land hunt looks like, as I've been doing for 20 years. It's about time that one of these showed up on the channel, so enjoy. Oh yeah, we're back. Oh, it is 5 to 5. It doesn't even get light till 7:30, but we're going into these big woods, and we want to make sure that we got plenty of time to get in, get settled, and get ready for that first light push of deer that are going to move past us. So my dad is in front of me. You guys saw him driving, and we're going to go in to this public land that I have hunted since I was 12 years old. So this is a 20-year experience. My 20th year hunting these woods. I cannot believe that is where we're at. But I got doe tags. I got 2 actually, and I'm going to shoot the first legal deer that comes into our scope, especially if we can get it filmed. It's not all about archery. Here in the hills of Pennsylvania, 90% of the people who buy a hunting license are buying it to do this right here. Hunt rifle, opening day, for whitetails. We got our buck in archery, so we got that privilege to our name. There just isn't anything in the deer woods of Pennsylvania quite like hunting big woods whitetails. Oh, come on, dude. Tree above you, buddy. Welcome to Public Land Hunting 101. You don't own the ground, and anyone and their mother can show up. It's about 30 degrees right now, and you probably heard that doe and her fawns run by. Couldn't get a shot. Too dark. Couldn't see them. And then this big old hunter showed up about 5 minutes later. You can already hear shooting in the distance, but this is public land hunting. This is one thing that we've always had to deal with. It's just guys walking around all over Kingdom Come. Well, we're situated pretty nice here. We're in this hemlock grove on the edge of this thicket. I didn't expect guys to be bumping the deer out of the thicket, but hopefully guys will push deer from the thicket on the other side, right past us here. And we're looking to kill a big doe if we get an opportunity, but even a small doe will be easier to manage and taste better anyway. So we're here. We're gonna hunt till about noon, and then if we don't have deer, we'll get out of here, but we can't say that we didn't try.
nice little 3-year-old 8-point, nice and symmetrical, beefy little deer. He came right up that thicket edge, right like we were expecting these deer to do. Probably got bumped from somewhere. But you know what? We're on public land during gun season, and we had a shooter right in on us at 15 yards. I've never had a shooter buck like that come into me during gun season up here. Did we get to shoot it? No. But we got him on film. We were in a good traffic area. These deer moving up and down this edge like we thought. Wind is perfect. Heard him coming. Was able to get the film out. Was hoping he was a doe, but you know what? That's a pretty cool encounter, so I'll take it. Maybe we'll see something else here with some patience in the next hour or so. That'd be awesome. That is all just some next level type of irony. So just to put it all in perspective, I've been rifle hunting up here at the camp for 2 decades. This spot, the Old Faithful stand, which is literally right there, has been here for probably another 10 years prior. So this is a 30-year legacy of hunting of myself and my family in here, and it started with my dad. And yet, in the 20 years that I've been hunting, period, rifle up here, I have not seen a single legal buck out of this stand or any other, anywhere. And today, I come in just to show and document what rifle season in the Allegheny National Forest looks like. And not only do I get to show you 2 of the biggest bucks that I've had in front of me in the last couple years, but literally they're out of this stand and I don't even have a tag. This is why we do it. This is the location and ultimately the reason why all those outdoor obsessions that you've seen me try to document on YouTube have come to fruition. It started with learning in these woods 20 years ago when I shot my first buck with my dad in a way very similar to this. I was gonna quit at 11 we're just in a position now where we've seen so much. We've overcome the hunting pressure. I've seen 2 bucks, had a doe and 2 fawns come through early. If we wouldn't have let them go, none of this fun would have happened that we would have been able to film for this episode. So it's so beautiful now that we're just gonna sit it out till dark and see if we can't get a doe like we planned on from the very get-go. I like our odds. The shooting has really went down in amount, but maybe the deer will be passing through from this thicket to the next, as hunters are still banging on their way to the lunchroom. At this point, it's worth the stay, in my opinion. Anything can happen, because anything has happened. Oh yeah, we're back. We're just pulled off the main drag about 100 yards from the main road. But we're actually gonna use the time we got. We got a couple hours of light, and we're gonna shoot down this path and see if we can't cut some good deer sign and then just set up right over it. Just not overthink it. Try somewhere that's kind of like in plain sight that the deer clearly want to be, and gets overlooked by hunters more likely than not. So we're gonna work our way down this path and see if we can cut some sign, throw the saddle up real quick, and then sit until dark real close to the road. Alright, so we're in our new spot. It's actually kind of sweet. The truck is literally 100 yards, if that, from us. Maybe not even. Maybe closer to 70. But the main road is down here. That was close. That was right up the hill. Right where I expected deer to be. Well, maybe if we're lucky, they'll run down to us. If there's more. I'm not, like, sold on just like a big doe. I'll take a small doe. Public land for ya. Holy smokes. Well, 2 big booms and a little bit of chill in the air. I think it's time to go. We're gonna head back to camp. We're gonna get some chili in our system. And by chili, I mean delicious food, not cold temperatures. And we'll go see what Uncle